Well, we're done for the day with the trusses, so let's go take a look at the Jeep. I'm gonna check the oil and stuff and see if, I know the battery's dead, but let's see if maybe she'll fire up with a little bit of gas in the carburetor. The way I did this, there should be enough room to just eke by here, hoping. Oh boy, I didn't think about the mirrors. Ouch. There we go. Okay. Here's the boneyard and Jeep. Definitely not original tires. Just fine with me because this thing barely fit on the trailer. Custom shock absorber retainers. Figure out what color, original color this thing was. I bet you. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe a green or a yellow, or maybe it was red. I don't know. Huh? Maybe a darker red. I don't know what color these things typically came with. Might need a little bit of reinforcement here. Definitely some Bondo work was done. In fact, quite a bit probably. Yeah. Something was on there. It's a Jeep thing. I wish that it would still fold down the windshield, but looks like it was broken off at one point or something. Something happened. This was definitely repaired many times. Luxury interior. Was retrofitted with a straight six of something. That's one of the things I want to look at. Oh, it doesn't even have a glove box? Wow. This thing really was stripped down. So we put a roll bar in. It's pretty cool. In order to make room for the seats, they had to cut out some of the fender. That's one of the things I want to replace. I want to put a piece of sheet metal here and here, just so like up to here, just to cover that up, so that way when you go through that mud hole, you won't get your rear end wet, or at least try to minimize it. The one and only USA. Willy's. No, this was redone back here. That's okay. I wonder what these seats are out of. Maybe a CJ5 or something, or maybe they're not Jeep seats at all. I don't even know. New fuel tank. Let's see what that's about. I hope there's no gas in there. Oh, I gotta love it when a fuel tank is drained out. I'm not gonna look in there, but I can smell it. Definitely gotta clean out the fuel tank. I think it's just held in by these two straps, I hope. Yeah. Oh good, quick disconnect. right there. Also, yeah, on this side too, got to put another piece of sheet metal in. Pretty much right there and over. Here's the interior. I have no clue what this was or what that is, but I know that's the ignition. Yeah, and this is to engage. There's 4-wheel. I think that should be 2-wheel. And this is for, so say you're in 4-wheel drive, that's low gear. And there's high gear. We want to keep that forward. So, tachometer. One of the things I want to do, so I was thinking about this. I was thinking, what can I do? Put some sheet metal in? No. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put try to find some kind of rubber similar to like, well, where that boot's supposed to be. Try to cover all this up. That way you can try to minimize some of the leakage. The original gauge that's left here is the amp meter. Speedometer, everything else is gone. Seatbelts are here. This thing is definitely soft because when I stood on it, she moved a little bit, and I'm not exactly light. Oh, but it only went so far. Down here it isn't so pretty, especially, yeah, here's part of the original floor pans. Somebody put replacement over the top of it, which is okay, I guess. Looks like what they did is they did kind of a redneck lift on this, like redneck coil spacers or something. Although, what do they do? Flip the axle over? No, I don't know what they did, to be honest. I know this thing sits awfully high. So, exhaust is in okay shape. When I get this thing going, it's definitely going to be routed differently. Tires hold there for now. They're all got this kind of a cracking going, but for right now, they're good enough. Aggressive looking front. These are gone. I think, I don't know if you could see on that snowmobile over there, they have something similar. Oh, they're bent 90 degrees. Crap. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to try it. Bingo. Willy's Overland. CJ2A. Here's the non-OEM engine. Okay, why can't I get that off? This is a vacuum advanced carburetor, I think. Whatever. I'll mess with that another day. Looks like it has MSD, maybe not, maybe just fake wires. I don't know. Oh, the oil filter on this is going to be a ball to change. It's wedged right here. Where's the master cylinder? Probably way down there, huh? That would be my thought. I don't know, we'll see if this runs. Maybe eventually I'll get the original Willy's engine back into it. If I'm going to try to run this thing though, I'm definitely going to disconnect this. I might try to find a piece of hose and hook it into a gas can. But I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. Jeez, missing that. I might have one of those actually. I think that's the oil fill hole. Fairing order 153624, okay. It's a massive starter. Air breather, some sort. That just seems like a bad idea. Place to put the solenoid way down there, right in the water line. Personally, I would rather think to put it up here, but that's none of my business. So I need to find a cap, and I need to figure out what kind of engine this is. What kind of carburetor is this? Maybe that'll help. That'll help with the puzzle. Oh, it's a Holly. One barrel Holly. Well, see, this is all stuff that needs to be addressed. I mean, look at this. And it's not the guy I bought it from either. It's whoever, quote unquote, restored this thing. Well, all right. I'm gonna use the truck here and my truck. Try to give this battery some power. Well, this is great. Both wires are black. Yeah, that makes sense. This goes to the ground and that goes to the solenoid. Okay. So let's try it. Let's see if we can make it roll. If we can make it roll, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a little bit of fuel. Pour a little bit in there and see what happens. See if she'll fire up for us. Whoa. Definitely an open circuit there somewhere. So maybe the lights are out or something. I don't know, dude. Well, let me get you guys a fresh battery and grab the key here first. I wasn't gonna ride all the way back. Yeah, extra parts. They're brake parts. Oh, key. Also, here's one of the original locker tabs. I didn't want all this stuff blown out, that's why I took her out of here. So. Oh. Key. Let's see. Oh shit. Wow, that's what a frying alternator looks like. That's pretty awesome. So we need a new alternator. I hope I didn't fry mine. Wow, that was huh? What do you know about that? I guess we're not going to roll this thing over today. Okay, so luckily we have averted any fire. Basically what I think happened, well, I'm still not precisely sure how, is there is only one line coming off of the alternator, and that line goes right into the ammeter here, which is now smoked, I'm fairly certain, and the wires are melted. That was like that. So this is now junk. Now, one goes in on one side and comes out the other, and goes up to the ignition, which then I think goes back, goes through to the solenoid. Yeah, and then goes through to the solenoid. So basically these two pulls at the top, if I look at the Oldsmobile or even on the truck, something has to come back to the battery. So this was just a one-way circuit that was just sitting there. That was a poor design. Whoever did that, that was poor. So I'm going to desperately try to figure out what motor this is so I can try to figure out the way it's supposed to be wired. Because there is definitely a lot of hokey pokey going on here. Hokey pokey, hacky packy. I mean, look, look at this. This is not right. That solenoid has to be relocated further up if this thing's ever going to go through water. And then you need a new alternator. Battery's probably okay. Yeah, these wires did not get hot. I mean, I don't even want to cut this wire to see if it's going to roll. So, the best I could do is hook the ground up there and then touch the starter just to hear it roll if we really wanted to. But then that would probably destroy the battery on the truck. So I'm not going to do that. There's an open circuit somewhere. What I'm going to do is cut that wire and I'll hook the jumpers back up here, and if I get a big spark at the truck again, I'm going to stop. So, alright. Okay, I just cut that wire, so let's give her a whirl. Moment of truth. Alright. Well, that's better already. Lost the key again. All right. Well, we get power up to that. Okay. Oh, we get a click. All right, well, that's progress.
Well, it's a Jeep thing you wouldn't understand. The rough and rowdy and ready to ride. It ain't no minivan. But when you're cruising along in a mud hole and you're giving her all you can, go and get yourself a Jeep, son. Maybe then you'll understand.